What's up, people? Just a quick video. Wanted to talk about Goal3 again. I'm not a shiller, okay? It's just that I got in early and, like, I want to collect as many tokens as possible. Trying to make it in this next bull market that seems to be arriving imminently, or it is happening right now. It's just like, on other ecosystems like Solana, like, things are popping off, which is good news for a lot of people. So long as you stayed loyal to, well, not loyal, but like you basically done research and you looked into a load of things. But anyway, back to the point. So they basically said change the title on their Twitter, and it says, as you can see, Goal3 ZKG is coming, which is the native token of Goal3. Um, there's been a bit of controversy to this because they changed the tokenomics a little bit, and a lot of people in the Discord are kind of disappointed with the way things have gone. So I just wanted to clarify a few things. Basically, there was a situation where they done a lock drop. I think it was in April, so it's about 7 months ago. And if you allocated some ETH towards the lock drop and locked it for a certain amount of time, then you would receive an allocation of tokens. So what I'll do is I'll just bring that up here. So what I did was I locked up the equivalent of one ETH, which was 1,866, and that gave me an allocation of 22,000 or near enough 23,000 tokens. They're locked for a year, so I won't be getting those, I believe, until April, unless something changes. Now, the original plan was to basically have a second lock drop at some point in the near future, but due to the tokenomics changing, the allocation of coins that were to be given to people for the second lock drop has been taken away. So when you look at the actual tokenomics now, it says that originally the tokens that were going to be issued for the lock drop were going to be 11% of the total supply, which is 500 million, I believe, or 50 million. No, 500 million. Let me just bring that up and see if I can find it here. Yeah. So originally it was supposed to be 500 million of the total amount of tokens in circulation at the time. 11, you can see here that let's see, lock drop 5%. So originally that was 11%, but it's been that 6% has been taken away and then being allocated as an airdrop. Now the airdrop portion of the token is for people who actually use the application, which is Goal3 itself. So basically you do some sports bets on there. You bet on American football, basketball, MMA, soccer, or football in my terms because I'm British, so that is real football. No offense, Americans. And then you will receive potentially an allocation of tokens. The controversy is that a lot of the people who done the lock drop believe that they're gonna get their portion, which is what I'll go back to here. This portion here is going to drop or be halved, but that's not the case. You're actually still going to get the allocation of tokens that you're supposed to get. So hopefully that clarifies something or a few things for people. And then yeah, so basically we're just waiting now for the ZKG to be minted. They call it a token generation event, TGE. So we're just waiting for that to happen. And at the moment, yeah, there's not much news on when, or like even with the airdrop allocation, we're not sure if we can actually earn it as lockers, and asking in the Discord repeatedly is not going to get that answer for you. We just have to wait until the devs decide on what they do, because it seems that since they've announced the token, that a lot of people have actually started, spamming the actual protocol. So like you can see here on this next one, let's see here. Yeah, snapshot has not been taken. So as soon as they've announced that a snapshot is going to happen, what happens? A bunch of people, they get their bots revved up and then they go to the application. They start just spamming the application with like dollar transactions, trying on multiple addresses, trying to earn an allocation from the airdrop. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's a great idea for the actual devs to announce that they're going to do a snapshot. I wouldn't advise it, because basically this is what's going to happen. People are going to jump in and think, okay, so if I've got like 100 addresses and I do $10 transactions on each, I'll get the minimum and that'll add up to a substantial amount of tokens. So it's going to cause more hassle for the devs than I believe it's actually worth. Yeah, you want to create hype for your protocol and all of that, but it's better maybe to market it in a different way. I mean, I'm not part of the team. I would just like to say that I'm not paid to do videos or content based on Goal3. My main aim is to basically get as many referrals as possible. So when the token generation event happens, I might get more ZKG tokens. And I'm not the type of character to actually just get the token and dump it straight away. I actually think that this thing has a lot of potential. Being that, with the token from the previous tokenomics that were explained, you would receive like revenue basically from staking the token or buying a token called ZKGX. So basically, you stake that, and then you'll earn revenue weekly of ZKG tokens based on the revenue that is achieved on the protocol. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if this was a great idea, and once again, it's caused a lot of controversy in the Discord. Another thing that's quite big news this week is that they're coming out with a mobile application. So basically, it's what do they call it, PWA, and I can't remember what that stands for. But basically, I don't know if you watched my previous video on FriendTech. You were allowed to, or they allowed you to download the FriendTech application without going through the App Store. So if you have like a phone, you click a link and you link into your email address, and then from there it will link to your MetaMask. So all of these, like, you'd have to have MetaMask installed on your mobile phone. Once you do that, then you download the app from the verified Twitter account, and link it to your MetaMask, and then you have to just fund your wallet to play games on there, or like to bet on whatever sports you want. They had a 24-hour trial last week, and I have to say it is extremely sleek and smooth. I'm not just saying that. If you actually did want to try it, I believe they're gonna have like a mainnet launch or like a permanent launch this week. So at some point you're gonna see on the Goal3 Twitter account that they're saying, okay, we're gonna welcome everyone in. So just to basically clarify, if you want to basically put ETH onto the mobile app through MetaMask on your phone, you would have to go through mainnet. So basically, you would top up your mainnet account, ETH mainnet, and then you would transfer the funds to the app address. It's pretty clear on there, but I made the mistake of actually doing it through ZK Sync. So basically, I was on the L2 with ETH, and I transferred that ETH to the mobile wallet. But because it was ZK Sync, it didn't work. But something strange happened. I spoke to one of the developers or one of the admin in the Discord, and he basically explained to me, yeah, you're supposed to do it on mainnet. It says it clearly there. And I was like, I'm not complaining, bro. Like, it's all good. It's my mistake. So what I did was I just topped it up through ETH mainnet, and then I received my funds from ZK Sync as well, which is strange. It's like it triggered it or something. So that it worked out quite nicely for me. And yeah, I'm not suggesting that you do that and your money's safe. I would always say ETH on in your mainnet account, and then transfer directly to the web application, the web wallet. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called a web wallet. Yeah, and then you can play sports on there, potentially earn the airdrop as well. Especially if you're one of the first users. You will need a ref link. I'll post it on my Twitter, and I might put it in the description of this video. Yeah, but it looks like things are happening here. Things are happening here, and they're gonna add more sports. There was also rumors of them doing a casino, but I'm not sure. It sort of died down. They sort of said, yeah, we're gonna do a casino, but I'm not sure, like, regulatory wise, like, if that's a good idea. But it depends on where their jurisdiction is, and whether or not you know how to use a VPN, basically, if you want to like partake in that part of the actual Go3 ecosystem. Yeah, and that's basically all I wanted to say. I don't think people really need to worry about their allocations, or they don't need to worry about the allocations for the original lock drop. I feel like, or it seems like, and that's what we've been advised, that you will get the allocation you were promised, or what it states on the actual on the actual, let me bring it up, on the actual portal. You should receive this, and it should be okay. The way that it's going to be allocated is that they're going to give you, let's see here, 33% of that original. So in my case, I would get like 6,000 tokens or something like that, and then linearly, it's hard to pronounce, for 1 month you would be the rest of the tokens that you're due will be released. So basically, what they don't want is that, because there weren't that many people who done the lock drop, they're getting quite a big allocation of tokens. They don't want to give everyone that allocation just for them to dump, because they're not sure of the intentions of the people who actually done the lock drop, if it was just something to make money, or if they're actually here to see this thing thrive. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about the marketing as well, because I've done a few videos for Goal3 on my own behalf. I'm not going to say that they've told me to do this, but like, because I'm invested, and I use the protocol on a regular basis, it's kind of a thing where, yeah, I would like to receive some of this at the token generation event, but like, there's no guarantee of that. The airdrop is going to be fully unlocked. So 5% of the tokens, 5% of 500 million. So 10% is 50. So that would be what, 25 million tokens will be allocated for airdrop. So like if you are playing on Goal3 and using it on a regular basis, you will receive, or potentially, depending on the criteria, that because it's not very full, like they haven't really explained how the airdrop will work, what they're looking at, the stats and whatnot. They haven't explained how that would actually work, but I'm thinking that the that with we as users, not lock droppers, as users, we should receive some of this airdrop. It doesn't mean it has to be like a substantial amount. Maybe it'll be capped because there's only 25 million of them being allocated for the airdrop. But the main aim of this now, basically of this token, is to disperse it as far and wide as possible, to as many people as possible. So basically, you're not going to get one or like 100 whales who've got like a whole load of this token and they're just going to dump it on the market, and then that's the end of the project, because the incentive to use it at the moment is to basically farm the airdrop, because they've announced that the snapshot hasn't been taken. That's how the market is looking at it, or users or people. I don't know, I can't speak for everybody's intentions, but that's my assumption. Yeah, you've seen like, oh, there's no snapshot. Okay, like let's get on there and make 100 bets at $10 and say, oh, I've done 100 bets, so I should get full allocation, which is what some people are saying. I'm not assuming that's an assumption on my part, as in they've done that, but yeah, that's what it seems like to me. So the devs have given themselves a tough task, basically, in terms of allocating this at the TGE token generation event. But I'm sure they're going to come up with some sort of idea to verify that there are valid users out there who are betting substantial sums, and should be rewarded for that, in some way. I mean, you go to a regular betting shop and you lose some money, then that's it. It's gone. They're not rewarding you. They might give you like a token for £5 or $5 or wherever, 5 rupees or whatever it is. But yeah, it's not really something that you know people should assume they should get. Yeah, so if I click on here, the XZ, so liquidity providers receive ZKG emissions, and ZKG holders receive protocol revenue. You see, so that's really important, because obviously, like, through the term of the ZKG, there's gonna be a vesting schedule for the seed investors and whatnot, and yeah, the token's gonna be dispersed over time, basically over a 4-year period, I believe it is. Yeah, 4-year period. So as that happens, if you stake your tokens, your valuation should not get diluted at some point. Yeah, they will stop after 4 years, which is what, if it comes out next year, 2024, 2028 April, there shouldn't be any more tokens in supply. I don't know who's going to be around to see that. Yeah, another thing that I wanted to bring up is that another controversy, I'd say, or what the Discord is talking about quite a bit, is that the token will actually be issued on ETH mainnet. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work, as in the original protocol is actually on ZK Sync, which is a layer 2. And now they're saying, okay, well, we're going to release the actual token on ETH mainnet, and the reason the reason why how they're trying to justify that is they're saying that there's more liquidity on ETH mainnet than there is on ZK Sync. So like, if you want a higher value token, if you want people to trade this thing, it needs liquidity, and that liquidity is on ETH mainnet, which is fine. But then if I want to stake my tokens, is it going to be staked on ZK Sync? Do you see what the confusion is? So do I need to transfer it to my wallet on my phone, maybe, and then, because that is on the ETH mainnet as far as I'm concerned, because that's where I transfer the ETH from. So do I stake it on my phone and then like I earn revenue that way? So there's a bit of confusion there, and a lot of people, they don't like confusion. We like consistency and we like a clear message. And at the moment, I just don't feel like the admin in the Discord are giving us that, and it's no fault of theirs. Maybe they're waiting for people to maybe they're waiting for just authorization to release further information, but in the meantime, we just have to sit on our hands and wait. And as I've said in the Discord as well, just enjoy it. Like, it's sports betting. It's not DeFi. It's not like NFTs where they've made a promise and they're not going to deliver. Like, there's an actual working product here. People can use it, and yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's got a lot of potential. It's just clarity. That's all we need right now. It's just clarity on Goal3, and yeah, you can still. There's still, like I said before, there's still a chance to earn some of these EKG tokens. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to the description in the in the on the description of the video. Yeah, and also I do quite a few shorts. So on those shorts, if you click on it, there's a link there with my referral code. You click that, and then you basically have access to the ZK Sync version of it. I will also publish. I've got a referral link for the mobile wallet, but I'm just waiting for it to basically kick in. That's all. Once that happens, then yeah, we should be good to go and have some fun with it. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I know no one did. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And I would like to say to the devs, well done, because the web app is amazing. Um, I mean the mobile web app, where on my phone it's smooth as anything. There are people who are having a few issues claiming their winnings and whatnot, but I think that's because they're using Google Chrome. If you're on Brave browser, I would recommend using that. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. It's been smooth. I've lost loads of bets, and there's been no problems. I've won a few bets, and I've been able to collect my funds in good time. So yeah, I mean, like, let's just move forward with it. And all we're asking for as users and lock droppers is a better clarity on like exactly how the airdrop allocation will work, justification as to why the token will be issued on ETH mainnet and how that's gonna work. Like, I think once we hear that, maybe even like yeah, when the token's gonna come out. I believe it's gonna be April because I've locked for a year and that's the maximum you can lock for. Anyway, yeah, as I said before, I hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to say anything,